Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile for my virtual world. It's going to be a pretty strong deck that you can play on a budget. A lot of the virtual world decks run like triple tax talents and stuff like that. But before I get into the deck profile, I really quickly wanted to shout out my other channel. I ended up making a gaming channel, so if you want to go over there and show some support, it'll be greatly appreciated. I'll be having a link in the description box down below. But let's go ahead and get right into the virtual world deck profile. So of course, it's going to have the standard virtual world lineup. 3 Lulu, this is your searcher. Most of the virtual world cards, you'll target one that you control on the field, so monster, spell, or trap. Then all of them send one of the different types to the graveyard, and then depending on which virtual world card it is, some of them have an effect for the third type. So the best play is to, of course, have Chuchi on the field, which is the trap. Being able to target it, sending a spell, and then adding a monster with Lulu is very strong. Usually for the stronger combos, you add the Gigi. Gigi, you do the same thing where you can special summon by targeting a different virtual world card. And then you send one to the graveyard of a different type, and then he lets you add a virtual world monster from your graveyard back to your hand at the end phase, which is very, very nice. Being able to recycle Lulu is very strong. And of course, 3 Lalo. Lalo special summons from the graveyard when it uses its effect, which is really nice to combo off with Nyan Nyan. So usually you'll want to have a GG in the graveyard, special summon this, get GG out, and if Nyan Nyan's in the graveyard, special summon it out, and you have more monsters to do more plays, of course. Then this is kind of a Foolish Burial for the virtual world cards. Besides the normal Foolish Burial that you get, basically target, send one of a different type, and then you get to send one of the third type. So very nice. And then the last 2 virtual world cards to Nyan Nyan. This is a pretty standard lineup for the virtual world deck. Usually things won't change unless something gets hit on the ban list, of course. And then I do run some hand traps, 2 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, and 2 Effect Veilers. This deck does have a problem with bricking sometimes. If you played it at all, you kind of already know that. And then the hand traps kind of make it a little worse in that regard. But it's kind of a necessary evil, so to say. You kind of need some extra hand traps to stop the meta decks of the format, or at least try to stop them. For the spells, 3 of the Kowloon. This one is the one that gets you your Chuchi or any other of your virtual world gates. Then 3 of the Quinlong. Now this is usually meant to be in the graveyard to banish to add, but its on-field effect is you can banish one of your virtual world cards and negate a face-up monster your opponent controls. So kind of nice. Then 3 Dark World No More to negate all the effects of monsters your opponent currently controls. Very nice out to the Dragoons and stuff like that, and big boards. And then 2 E-Tally, of course getting you your Lulu or Nyan Nyan. Then 2 Pot of Desires for draw power. 1 Called by the Grave. And then 1 Foolish Burial of Goods. You could definitely bump that up to 2. I've been trying it out at 1. But 1 card you can take out for the second copy is one of the Harpy Feather Duster. I just like it for the main deck out to back row. Then 2 of the Virtual World Chuchi. And 1 Jinwoo. This manipulates levels. This special summons from the graveyard by discarding a card. Very nice. And then 2 extra hand traps, sort of, and that's the 2 Infinite Permanents. Again, a card that can help out, but again, can brick as well. And then the 1 Imperial Order. If your deck can run it, and it doesn't hurt it, and it's still off the ban list, you definitely got to run the IO. That'll do it for the main deck, that's 40 cards. For the extra really quick, I'm running the older variants with the Caliga combo with the Crystal Wing. Of course, the Tzolk'in, the Muddy Mud Dragon to get into it. Stardust Charge Warrior, Coral Dragon, the Virtual World Beast Synchro, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon for the, of course, the Tzolk'in. Then 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech. The Crocodile, or Croco Dragon. And the 1 Shen Shen. And then one card that I definitely am going to take out for something else. I haven't said what yet, but that is the Phantom Knight Breaksword. Just never really went into it. Then the Virtual World Fan, M7, Charger, and of course the Sky Thunder AA Zeus. That'll do it for the deck. Again, this is a bit of a budget-friendly deck because a lot of people run the Triple Tactics Talents, the Droplets, and Lightning Storms in the side and stuff like that, but this is kind of a budget option you can try. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.